Easily one of the best VR games, the most immersive experience, the best VR game out. Wow, just wow. Is Into the Radius on Quest 2 as good as all the reviews claim? Let's find out. Welcome to the Mothership.
Help me, please.
Into the Radius is a post-apocalyptic survival shooter originally released in 2019 for PC VR and was ported over to the Quest in September of this year. It's kind of like if Fallout and Alan Wake had some kind of f***ed up baby, and then you left that baby in a haunted Chernobyl with a gun. You get quests, fight shadow people, scavenge for loot, upgrade your gear, and above all, try to survive. Now this game is a full-blown experience on the Quest, and we don't get these often, so let's get right into it. Starting with the graphics, they're definitely above average on the Quest 2. Compared to other titles and what we usually expect for a Quest game, Into the Radius stands out above most. You aren't going to be blown away, but there's nothing to complain about here. There's definitely a difference between the Quest and PC VR versions, but you don't get that feeling that everything in the graphic department was sacrificed and smoothed over in order to bring this title to the Quest platform. The overall gameplay here is fantastic. The guns feel nice with a great manual reload that makes intense situations that much more intense, but won't frustrate you because the reloads actually work smoothly. Also, this game has one of the best inventory systems I have ever seen. You carry the bulk of your loot in your backpack and you actually place everything in there. And wherever you drop it in the bag, it stays. You get a hip holster for your pistol, sling one gun over your shoulder, and can hold another one in the side of your backpack. There's a pouch on your other hip for smaller loot, multiple clip holders on your chest, 2 other chest slots, and a slot on each forearm for quick access items like a knife or flashlight. Now, the first thing I thought when I saw all these inventory slots all over my body was that I'd be grabbing stuff by mistake all the time. We've all had that VR experience when you go to climb a ladder or something and accidentally pull out a gun. Well, this didn't really happen here, at least not to the extent that I thought it would. Only a couple times throughout my journey did I accidentally grab an item when I didn't mean to, which is wild considering there is stuff pinned to both arms and the entire front of the torso. The placement of these slots is just really nice, and once you get used to where everything is, it makes quickly whipping out a gun, knife, or light a breeze, and it feels a lot more realistic than pulling up a menu. In fact, no items are stored within menus here. When you pop open a chest in Fallout, for example, you get presented with a list of what's inside, and then you can put that into your inventory, which is also a list. When you pop open a box in this game, however, all the items are right there for you to physically grab and put into the inventory space of your choice. You can even bring things back into your room, place them on shelves or drawers, and they stay there. This is huge in my opinion, as it doesn't take you out of the VR experience and feels so much more real. And this brings me to my next point. This whole experience is super immersive. I haven't felt this immersed in a VR game in a long time, possibly ever. I feel like I'm living in this game. The eeriness of being alone combined with the scavenging and pacing really come together nice to bring you into the experience. And the pacing is pretty spot on. When going out for a new mission, I would often feel like I might have enough ammo to survive, or I might not. I never felt like I was overpowered compared to what I was about to walk into, or overwhelmed for that matter. The value of every bullet fired was always on my mind, and I pulled open every drawer and cabinet searching for loot. Everything you find is worth something at the shop, and if it can buy me one more round, I'm taking it. Good finds are out there as well. Finding a new weapon or artifact really feels like you earned it. Now, this game is a bit scary. It's not a full-blown horror game by any means, but it's quite eerie. Footsteps had me looking over my shoulder, and a number of times a shadow man appeared right behind me or ran up so fast I didn't see him coming. I don't usually play horror games, as VR can be terrifying if it wants to be, and this game has just the right amount of scare in my opinion. It kept my heart rate up a bit for sure, but didn't make me question my sanity. Overall, this game is a must-play in my book. It over-delivered on everything it promised. Incredible scavenging and inventory, great weapons and gunplay, with just a dash of fright. It feels like a full AAA game, which can't always be said about titles on the Quest 2. I don't usually give scores to games I review on this channel, but Into the Radius is an easy 10 out of 10. This game has me playing until my battery dies and topping off the charge to go back in. Games like this are a rare treat on the Quest and a real sign that the future of VR gaming is already here. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this review, do me a solid and hit that like button. You can support the channel even more by leaving a comment. Let me know if you played this game yet or if you're planning on scooping it up. Likes and comments really help the channel, and it's a free way to show your support. Subscribe to the Mothership for more VR content. I'll always try to give the best reviews I can without wasting a half an hour of your time. Follow me on Twitter at MothershipVR. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Mothership out.